Welcome. This afternoon I'm going to provide a bit of an overview of some new equipment that we've got in the unit. Some of you may have seen teleconferencing devices, quite similar to this here, often made by Polycom and the like, and they enable group conferencing in a room, a small group conferencing arrangement, say 5 to 10 people in a room. And typically these devices will have microphones built in. So in this instance here we've got 3 microphones and we have a speaker in the middle. Okay. What's unique about this particular equipment is that it enables teleconferencing type scenario for VoIP platforms such as Adobe Connect or Skype. Mostly the market intended for this is Skype conferencing, but we've tested it on Adobe Connect and it works beautifully. Basically, it's pretty straightforward to set up. You've got this long cable here which connects the 2 units, which means that you've got 2 speakers and 6 microphones, and you set them apart in a room so that you can capture everybody who's speaking. You basically connect this one into there, and then you connect the other unit into here so that the 2 are connected together. The other thing you need to do is connect to the power, and this is done here on this long cable. It's sort of like a Y arrangement, and you connect this to this power supply, which is then connected into the power. I'll just connect that up. The final connection is the USB, because basically once you connect this to a computer, it becomes your USB speakers and your USB microphones. And that's done in the fairly standard fashion, either on a Mac or a PC. There are no drivers required because it's a USB compliant device. And we simply then plug the cable into one of the Polycom units like this. Now the computer detects this and makes the speakers of your computer these 2 speakers and the microphones of your computer these 6 microphones. The units are completely auto gain, so they adjust the levels of the microphone depending on the level of the audio in the room. So if a person is further away from the microphone, it will tend to amplify it more as opposed to when a person is close. There is also, you can adjust the level of the speakers just here, but also if you control the volume on the computer, it will also adjust this. There's an automatic mute button so that when you're talking, you can just simply mute the microphones in the room here. As I said, they have auto gain for the microphones, but they also have what's called auto cancelling, echo cancelling, because typically when you have microphones and speakers close together, you get the feedback scenario happening. This is built-in electronics to try to abate that occurring, and it does actually work really well. Typically you would arrange this in a room so that one of the pads is further down the room from the other one, and you would have one of them next to the person who's doing the presenting. So if you're doing an Adobe Connect session, you'd have one of these pads next to the computer where the presenter's presenting. The recommended, I think, is up to about 3 metres, but I've found actually you can be quite a way away from this, up to 5 metres, and still be heard quite sufficiently. Works really well, and as you can see, for small group webinars, it's just a fantastic, very easy, no hassle setup for people to use. So that's it, the ClearOne Chat 160. Have a look in the blog post for the links to the providers.